All right, here's a quick video on blues jam etiquette, blues jam 101. So you're psyched up, you got your guitar, or your harmonica, or your drumsticks, or something, and you ready to go to the local blues jam. And as somebody who has attended blues jams since 1991, and I've hosted a whole heck of a lot of blues jams, I have a little insight on what works and what doesn't work. I mean, basically, being a cool person works, and being somebody who is antagonistic doesn't work. I mean, that's pretty simple. Unfortunately, some of the personality attributes that draw many people to the blues, it can also make it difficult for them to get along with other people. And if you have certain antisocial aspects in your personality, or drug issues and alcohol issues, it's going to get in the way of you being able to connect with other people. I don't have advice for that other than just be cool. You know, the people that are there hosting the jam usually don't make a whole heck of a lot of money, and they really are doing it for the love of the blues and trying to help other people out. So, my thing is, if I attend a jam, I'll get up and I'll try my best to play a lot of rhythm guitar. I keep my solos short, maybe 12 bars, 24 bars. It's better to have the band leader or whoever's leading the song at the time say, "Hey, come on, play a little bit more," than to sit there and solo for 6 days. And play 3 songs and say thank you and get up and get ready to leave. If they want more, they'll let you know. Go, come on, man, play some more. If you play 3 songs and you say thank you and you act respectful, there's a better chance of you having a good experience and everybody else having a good experience. It depends on where you are. If you go to Buddy Guy's Legends on Monday night in Chicago, which is a jam that I've played at various times throughout the years, if they don't know you, if they have no idea who you are, which has happened to me many times, you're not going to be the first cat that they get up there. You might have to wait until 1:30 in the morning, and that's just the reality. You have to just be cool, be there, meet some people, experience some cool blues, and learn something. And when you get your chance, get up there, be respectful, and be cool. Unfortunately, I think there's too many people who have seen the movie Crossroads, and they see Steve Vai and the Cutting Heads, and there's been a little too much of the blues culture of the blues is all of a sudden a guitar virtuoso contest. Who's the greatest guitar player? And we're going to cut heads. And they read some interview or some story about back in the 1950s, and Buddy Guy and Otis Rush were cutting heads and trying to see who was the best and all that. And I understand that, but art is not necessarily supposed to be a competitive environment. And if you have the blues and you really feel the blues and love the blues, it's better for you to do something that suits the music and pays tribute to the music and pays tribute to the great musicians who have come before you, than to just get up there and play a million notes and try to outdo the other guy and turn it into a guitar solo contest, and one cat's turning up their amp, another cat's turning up their amp, and next thing you know, people are starting to leave. I mean, generally speaking, if you clear out a house, if dozens of people get up and leave while you're playing, there's a fairly good chance that you're not doing something right, and it's something to learn from. So, those are a few things that I've seen over the years that it just, some of it is just common sense. The other thing is if you go to a jam, if you're a traditional blues guitar player and you play mostly just old school traditional blues, and you go to a jam that is, mostly Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton type covers, and there's not a lot of musicians there who are well versed in traditional blues, it doesn't make sense for you to get up and call out a song that's an 8-bar blues or something that's a little less typical, and then give looks of disgust and contempt at everybody who doesn't know the stuff that you know. I mean, you have to adapt yourself to an environment. Doesn't mean you have to get up and play a Stevie Ray song, but play just a straight ahead 12-bar version of Sweet Home Chicago, or Blow Wind Blow, or various other songs that can still, everybody has a chance to still contribute to, and the band's not going to get lost, and it won't be a train wreck. I mean, the bar business is really, it's a rough world, and essentially, they want to keep the people in the bar, so they will keep buying drinks, and everybody can make some money, and everybody's happy, and then the jam continues the next week and the next week after. Now, if you're hosting a jam, it's a tough situation, because you're not going to please everyone. It's somewhat like being an umpire at a baseball game. If you call somebody out, well, half the people there are going to be unhappy. So as hosting the blues jam is rough in that sense. You got to try to give everybody a chance. But if you have people that get up and play, and they are trying to take over the stage, and they're talking crap about you, or talking crap about your drummer, or whatever, running around the audience, just being disruptive and antisocial, you still give those people a chance, but it's you have to be cognizant of the fact that the bar owner wants you to do your best to keep the people in the bar. And some people come to blues jams and they're drinking, and they actually like seeing the train wrecks, and that's part of what they do. But most people, if they're at a blues club, they want to hear some good blues. So you give people a chance, but don't let them wreck your scene either. And last but not least, don't be that guy who's walking around in the audience playing the harmonica while you're waiting for your chance to play. And don't jump up on stage with your damn harmonica either. And if somebody hasn't asked you to get up on stage, you just look like a dork. You don't look like you have any respect for the music, and you just look stupid. So just don't be that guy. It's just a matter, I guess, to go back to, be cool, be real, and have some respect for the music. So those are some of my insights, and hopefully I'll see people out there in the world, and we'll play some blues and have a good time.